What's poppin', Silverback Nation? Great to see you here. It's Sunday, April 14th, and you are in the jungle. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the jungle. Hit the subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss out anytime our bets go live. We have 15 games in Major League Baseball today, and a lot of those kick off early, so make sure you get these bets in. There are 30 pitchers I have broken down, analyzed, and put through the jungle test to deliver to you the best strikeout prop for each and every one of these games. My 3 favorite bets will be in the pinned comment section of this video, but if you want to roll with what I'm rolling with, if you want to hop on board with the Silverback and you want my exact betting card for today, or any day, go to silverbackjungle.com, click Become a Jungle member, and you'll get my exact betting card pinged to your phone each and every day. We will win together. Yesterday, our video plays went 8 and 7. Our main betting card went 3 and 1, and our demon card went 1 and 3. What's a demon card? Our demon card is a betting card of only plus money plays. You come close to 50%, hitting 50%, and you're sure to turn a profit on those. We're having a lot of fun doing those inside the jungle. Let's get right to work. Game number 1, Los Angeles Angels at Boston Red Sox. Best bet here is Tyler Anderson of the Angels. We're going to fade him. We're going under 5.5 strikeouts. Under the 68% of games last year. Hasn't cracked 6 yet this season. Tyler Anderson of the Angels under 5.5 strikeouts. Milwaukee at Baltimore. Corbin Burns, old buddies. Come to see him in his new confines in Baltimore. We're back in Burns today, over 6.5 strikeouts, 29% K rate so far this year. 11 strikeouts on opening day. He's going to have his stuff today against his former mates. Corbin Burns over 6.5 strikeouts. Pittsburgh at Philadelphia. We're going Zach Attack Wheeler. Other Phillies over 6.5 strikeouts. Over this in 3 of his last 5 games, 29% strikeout rate. In those 5, a lot of studs pitching today, and we're back in this one too. Zach Wheeler, the Phillies, over 6.5. Colorado at Toronto, we're going with La Máquina, the machine, Jose Barrios of the Blue Jays, over 6.5 strikeouts. It's a high line for him, but everybody goes over against the Rockies. Who hasn't scored yet? Get in there. Get your trophy against the Rockies in the strikeout prop department. Jose Barrios, La Máquina, over 6.5 Ks. Atlanta at Miami. Bienvenido a Miami. Jesus Luzardo of the Marlins, over 5.5 strikeouts, 29% K rate so far on the season, over this in 61% of games last year. 8 strikeouts last time he played the Braves last season. He's had their number. Luzardo, over 5.5 strikeouts against Atlanta. Kansas City at the New York Mets. We have a low line here for Cole Ragans. We're taking it. Over 5.5 strikeouts for Cole Ragans. 28% K rate so far this season. Over this in 2 of his 3 games this season. 75% strikeout rate last year for the lefty. I like him over 5.5 today against the Mets. Minnesota at Detroit. Jack Flaherty. Oh, the Flaherty boys are up to no good again. Jack Flaherty of the Tigers, over 6.5 strikeouts. I'm sorry, over 5.5 strikeouts. It is a high line for Flaherty, but he's over this in 3 of his last 5 games. 24% K rate on the season. Minnesota is batting a putrid league low 186 as a team so far on the season, to strike out 9th most of anybody in Major League Baseball. Jack Flaherty, over 5.5 strikeouts. New York Yankees at Cleveland. Uncle Nestor, we're back in Nestor Cortez here of the Yankees, over 4.5 strikeouts. Over this in 4 of his last 5 games, 25% K rate, over in 2 of 3 so far this season. Not my favorite bet on the board today, but if you're looking for a play in this game, you have Logan Allen and Nestor Cortez. Both lines of 4.5. I trust Cortez more than I trust Logan against the Yankees. Uncle Nestor, over 4.5. San Francisco at Tampa Bay. Blake Snell against his old mates in a stadium he's very familiar with, where he got his career started. We're back in Blake today, over 6.5 strikeouts. Over this in 8 of his last 10 games, and as you know, he had a bad outing his first game of the season. However, he still struck out 36% of batters he faced in that game. He'll have no problem today getting over 6.5 against his old mates. Cincinnati at Chicago White Sox, and quietly one of the best plays on the board today for massive plus money of plus 150. We have Graham Ashcroft of the Cincinnati Reds, over 5.5 strikeouts. He's been over this in 3 of 5 games so far this season, quietly, with a 26% K rate, very quietly. Graham Ashcroft against the worst team in Major League Baseball. I'll back him for over 5.5 strikeouts for plus 150 today. Texas at Houston. Why do they play each other every single day? It seems like Texas and Houston play each other every single night. Well, nonetheless, we're back in Nathan Eovaldi of the Rangers, over 5.5 strikeouts today. 16 in his last 2 games, 8 in both. 8 strikeouts last 2 games, 29% strikeout rate so far on the season. I love Eovaldi today against a struggling Astros team, over 5.5 strikeouts. Washington at Oakland. Trevor Williams of the Nationals over 4.5 strikeouts. Oakland stinks. That's all. Chicago Cubs at Seattle. Luis Castillo of the Mariners over 6.5 strikeouts. Over this in 5 of his last 8 games. Much better pitcher at home, which is where he is today. Friendly confines of a stadium in Seattle. Averaging over 7 strikeouts a game in his last 10 home games. Castillo over 6.5 for the Mariners. Seattle at Arizona. We're going Miles Michaelis here of the Cardinals over 3.5 strikeouts. Over this in 4 of his last 5 games. Yet his line continues to be at 3.5 almost every single game. 21% K rate in those 5 games. For 3.5 line, we'll take Michaelis today against the D-backs over 3.5. San Diego at LA Dodgers. Yu Darvish of the Padres. We're back in here over 5.5 strikeouts. Over this in 2 of 4 starts so far this season. And believe it or not, as good at hitters as they are, the Dodgers strike out the absolute most of anyone in Major League Baseball. I'll take you Darvish today over 5.5. That's all I got for you today, Silverback Nation. I'll see you tomorrow with a little more money in your pocket.